But when you look at the season and everything that everyone will have to go through to get through the season healthy and safe, what did you make of the latest, the final letter that they sent to the players last night between the NFL and the union to govern a lot of things, including opt-outs and also any high-risk behavior for players, staff, coaches away from the facility?
Yeah. First of all, I mean, it's a unique time, so it's nothing that anybody could have foreseen or anything like that. Nobody has a crystal ball, so everybody's doing the best that they can in order to keep everybody safe. New protocols going in place around the league and all that, and so NFLPA and the NFL has kind of came up with an agreement in order to be able to try to keep everybody safe. Now, for the players who are high risk, um, you know, having the option to opt out and all that, that's very, very important because COVID is not a joke. So I've actually heard experiences of people having it and having a tough time with it, and some people who have been asymptomatic. So it ranges. The effect of the disease ranges between person to person. So yeah, I think it's a great job as far as what they've done in order to give players an option to opt out and not to be selfish, and whether for themselves or their families as well too.
Randy, go ahead. Morning, Whitney. How are you?
Doing well.
Two quick questions while I've got you here. Just what do you think about the measures that have been put in place by the team inside of the building as far as safety? When you guys walk in, how safe do you feel? And then the second question, more football related, if you could just give me your thoughts on Anthony Weaver, the familiarity you guys have with him on the staff. Now he's your coordinator, just what you're seeing out of him.
Yeah. First of all, as far as the safety that has been put in place, every day we get tested. So by, within 24 hours or so, we'll know if somebody actually does have COVID or not. And everything gone in place as far as sanitary conditions and stuff like that, flow of traffic throughout the stadium, also hand sanitization stations, also wearing masks everywhere that we go. So they've done a great job as far as implementing safety measures for the spread of COVID and keeping us in small groups as well too. Now, Weaver couldn't be more happy to have Weaver, as our DC and all that, and he's done a great job. He's taking everybody's talents into account as far as putting in place for this defense, and also bringing up some really cool, interesting concepts as well too. Some new formations and stuff like that for us to go out there and go have fun.
James Palmer.
Hey, Whit, how you doing? Hope you're doing well, man. You're a veteran. You've been around. Everybody has their routines. So what's been kind of something you've had to change or adjust with everything that's now in place and social distancing and all that, that's kind of been the toughest to kind of adapt in your training camp kind of routine with these new set of standards that you have to follow?
Yeah. Usually it's I'm an early bird, so I always come in early, get stretched out, do all that. So we're coming in different waves, broken up by different color teams and stuff like that. So it's been kind of an adjustment to be able to do that. I can't just get up and just go. Now I get up and kind of wait around, do meetings and then come in. So it's been an adjustment period as far as that goes. And also just, certain select times in order to get into the training room to, work on my body or get into the cold tubs and stuff like that. So it's been an adjustment that way.
John McClain.
Whitney, when you guys play the Chiefs on Thursday night, you'll come home and get tested Friday morning, and then you will know the rest of the league will know by Saturday morning how many guys tested positive, if any, in the first game. How do you feel about being a guinea pig, and is there any advantage to being the first?
Being a guinea pig, I mean, somebody was gonna do it. As far as how far the league was pushing in order to start on time as well, and rushing to put in these implementations into place and all that. So I don't know. So by the time we get up to the first game, I don't know. We'll see. As we hear around the league, some people were getting COVID, being put on the COVID IR list or whatnot. So everything's up in the air. And then can you repeat your second question as well too?
Yeah, is there any advantage to you guys going first and getting your results after that first game before other teams?
Ain't no advantage. I mean, look, as soon as you get tested, like on Friday, that's what you said, right? So
Right.
get the results back in about 24 hours or whatnot. You'll know if somebody has COVID, pretty much the night before. So by that time, I mean, you'll have players that's already in contact with that person who has COVID. So like, what happens then? Like 10, the whole team. So really, I don't know as far as that goes, and I don't know what the the guidelines for that goes. As far as will they shut down the entire team? Will they shut down the game before then, or are we still going to go play? So that's a good question.
Mark Berman, go ahead.
Hey, Whitney, how are you?
Good. How about yourself?
Two questions. One, was it a tough decision for you to decide to play as opposed to opting out? And two, how much are you enjoying helping mentor the young guys?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's tough because I like to be around my family. My sister just had a baby girl, so I like to be around my niece a lot. So it's tough, and I don't want to be selfish as far as that goes. But just talking to my fam about it, and I don't want to catch it myself. We all agreed upon just I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna do what I got to do, and I'll probably be keeping socially distanced away from them for quite a while, which I know a lot of guys around the league are doing, away from their wives, their kids, and all that, just to make sure not to contract and give it to them as well too. So it's tough. It was a tough decision. So we'll see how everything goes. And could you repeat your second question?
Barn, you're on mute.
Yeah, I got it. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. How much are you enjoying mentoring the young guys?
Man, love it. Love it. Going into my 9th year, seen a lot of football, played a lot of football. I was just seeing the young guys within me, just, like it was my rookie year just yesterday. Just coming in fresh, not knowing exactly the expectations. Now, this is a different type of expectation, really, with everything going on. So, just trying to do the best we can as far as when we get a chance to see them on the field, and just try to guide them as best we can during this time.
Jason.
Hi, Whitney. I was wondering during quarantine what kind of things you were doing, and I saw Cooking with Wit. What are some of the other things that you were doing?
Yeah. So doing a little cooking channel and whatnot. Doing that. That was cool. I like to cook. So I got to share my talents and all that, and also doing the best I can at working out and reading. Also learning some new interesting skill sets. Learning how to actually invest, within a market, reading investment books and stuff like that, reading up on wine books, which I'm an avid wine lover as well too. So, just really just bettering myself in those different aspects and areas.
DP?
Whitney, hey, how's it going?
Good.
Your off season, everybody sort of had to alter their training with COVID in place. How did your off season workouts train? How do you feel about your off season?
Well, I was disappointed in the offseason a little bit because, I wanted to go to Arizona, which I go there every year, out to Exos. And, they had to shut down. They opened back up, then they shut down again. So and we were shut down here. So traveling was not even an option. I was looking for a trainer to be able to, come out and train and all that, but couldn't really fly anybody in or anything like that. So actually, by the grace of God, I actually had somebody who Billy, who used to work here, who lived in my neighborhood. So I started training with him at the beginning of it 3 days a week. And then as things got closer, 4 days a week. So it was good.
Aaron Reese.
Hey, Whitney, I'm wondering with some young pass rushers on this team, just generally, what are kind of the lessons a guy who's early in his career learns in terms of pass rush that allows him to kind of unlock a next level or have a breakout year eventually?
Yeah, just understand your body, understand your skill set, understand what moves work for you, and have a number of moves as well too. You have an initial move and then you have a counter off that initial move. So just to be able to play chess with the offensive lineman as well too, change up your alignment, whether you're closer to the tackle, further from the tackle. So just those little things. Just keep it real simple, just real simple for you, and just go out there and if you mess up, you mess up, and just keep going. Just don't repeat the same mistake, and that's all I teach them.
Last one for John McClain.
Whitney, people talk about first-year players without an off-season program. It's more difficult to make that adjustment, and they rely on veterans like you. What about a first-year coach like Chris Rump? Has it been difficult for him not to have you guys on the field and have to go by tape and Zoom meetings? And talk about Chris, please.
Yeah, it's a learning curve for him as well too. Especially in the offseason during OTAs, he would be able to get hands-on with us, understand our skill set and all that. But it's more of kind of like learning on the fly right now. So it's definitely challenging. But as soon as he's gotten us out there, he's watched our film and everything. He kind of knows how we move and how we operate. So he's pretty adjustable in that way.